That one is serious for sure.
Yes, sir. You know, it's good for me. I spent some time in the Bahamas to get away. Drop the ball. Nah, yeah, I've been still working. I just signed a new artist from Jackson, Mississippi, named Sip T. So
I know on the Lucky Seven project as well, sounding great.
yeah, yeah. So he just finished his project like yesterday. I got Tropical. His project about to come out in like 2 weeks. You know, I'm just working. You know, just staying busy in the quarantine.
You know, be in charge of a label that takes that role responsibly. I know you've had some success there, obviously, but you've also had some challenges, right? It can be tough on relationships, huh?
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely about building a good team around you. You feel me? So even when you're not around, you're still around.
So tell us about this music, Lucky Seven. I mean, we had the album last year that came out, album number 3. This is a 7-song project, so it sort of falls more in the space of an EP and stuff. Why did you decide to put it out like this now?
It's I just want to put out just a playlist of just how I feel right now. Just because I just got independent. I just got out of my deal, so this is my first real. Matter of fact, it's my
Oh, I
second
know,
independent.
I
Yeah,
know. You've been on social media talking about the importance of that, and the
yeah.
thing is that regardless of how you lay it up, the shot is not wrong. The shot you're taking is not wrong. Like the
Yeah.
idea of actually being in control of your own destiny. But it's a risk for any artist to step into a place where you have to make every single decision. Why did you decide to do it now? Why did you not re-up?
Um, you know, it's really important for me, just like the ownership. Just being able to drop whenever I want to, like this project. Just being able to drop a song tomorrow if I wanted to. So it's ownership is a real important thing for me, and that's why I wanted to promote ownership. And some people get upset and frustrated when they see me promoting it because they're in different type of deals. But I just want to promote that for other artists coming up to understand they don't have to sign the deal right away, and they have the choice to build themselves up and do it on your own.
We got Rich the Kid with us right now. It feels good to see you, man. Like it's been a long time. Remember the
Sure.
first time we ever spoke to you? You were on top of a mountain looking out across a lot of land, and you made some really bold statements like, this is the start of my journey. This is where it's going to go, and it did. Your big hits have led into a company which is thriving, and you're doing great business. This project, Lucky Seven, and this song with DaBaby. You and DaBaby coming together in a beautiful way. Let's talk about this track and what it was like to collaborate with him.
We was actually at Lil Wayne's studio, and we was just playing basketball, recording, and Lab Cook actually produced this track too. So I know that's your guy, Lab Cook.
Yeah, for sure. Are you good at playing basketball? Have you, as they say, got game?
Nah, I wasn't playing basketball. They was playing. I think there was betting some money or something. Somebody lost. I don't know. I don't remember.
I hear DaBaby is really quick. People I know who have worked with him on a production level tell me that he just sort of catches something really fast, and he really likes to work in the moment rather than work with pre-existing tracks and stuff. Is that true?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. He kind of worked about the same way as me. We just go in there and just go off the vibe of the beat and just flow with that shit.
Thinking back to that guy who was on top of that mountain when we first spoke, right? And you had to cut the deals and make those moves. Who was that kid back then? Even like 2-3 years ago when we first spoke, you've lived a life. Who was that kid back then? Who do you see when you think of that person?
I think it was just a young kid not knowing everything about the game. Just jumping into it head first.
And I sort of wonder like how you are changing as a person now that you're sort of finding that maturity as a person, hitting towards your 30s, running your business, making multiple albums, being a father, all those things that really kind of are important in life, right? Rather than just that headstrong youthfulness.
Yeah, I'm really getting used to it. Like I feel like so this mixtape is just an introduction into my next album. So I'm gonna be coming out with an album soon, right behind this mixtape. So I feel like my next album is gonna reflect everything that's going on.
It's going to cover some of that ground.
Yeah. So, I gotta show my maturity in every album.
What can you tell us a little bit about in terms of the forthcoming album? We love Lucky Seven, but do you have a title? Do you have a release date? Is there a fact you can give the fans right now?
Around the summertime. more before the summertime, not right before the summer, but it's gonna definitely show my elevation and growth in it. You know what I'm saying?
I really love that track with Little Mosey. He himself just turned 19 the other day. Why did you decide to include him in the Lucky 7 project?
Me and Lil Mosey was going in for like 2-3 times in 1 week, and we had made, I think, like 3 records, and I think this was one of my favorite ones. He kept one for his album, thing that he's about to come out with, and then one that's on Tropical, my artist project. So, we went in for a good minute and we came up with some fire.
You talk a little bit about the building of things and ownership and wanting to sort of to build a foundation upon which you can continue to work. Are you thinking outside of music now? Are you starting to broaden your interests and investments?
For sure. Investments is like always the most important key thing in music. Artists don't know that because once you get into music, it's the investments that's going to keep you rich forever. You know what I'm saying?
You coined that term "rich forever" and you turned it into your business. But what does that term actually mean?
Well, my term, what does it mean? Rich in spirit, rich in soul, rich is in wealth, rich is in everything. So I feel like getting my team rich and my family rich, even if I'm not here, everybody's going to be rich forever, So
yeah.
It's like about that, about my family, really.
It's interesting that you mentioned that because there's a lyric in Split where you talk about Jay Critch making $1 million already, and you talk about wanting to share the money and share the wealth, and then but in this industry it can go both ways, and there can be two different sides to that story. And when you have a friendship with an artist and you bring them in and collaborate, and then it plays out like that on social media, how does it affect you as a human, as a person, not just as a businessman or an artist?
When the internet plays a part into it, it's like it just turns into a different type of mess,
But you use the internet, though. That's one of the things that you do, and you've been known to do that. Like when you have conversations with people and you're at odds with them, or situations that you want to reflect your side of it, you have no problem putting it on the public timeline.
Yeah.
I mean, what are the pros and cons of that?
Pros is like, I guess people get to hear your side of what's going on, and you get to put out a statement. But the cons are, it's just too many mixed emotions and too many opinions, and your business gets out there. So I feel like when it comes to business, you really need to just keep it in-house. But sometimes when your emotions gets mixed up into the business, that's when,
that's when the social media, you should not be clicking if you get into that space.
Goes left, So I really, that's what I'm really learning as I grow up, you know what I'm saying, and being a better boss and a better person. I'm still hungry for more all the time. I still wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning. Sometimes it's hard being an independent, black artist, trying to do your thing, and because not only being an artist, but a CEO at the same time. So, this industry is kind of tricky, so.
Do you feel like these steps you're taking are inspiring other artists? Do you get a sense that you're leaving a legacy that other artists can be inspired by and build confidence in?
I feel like I am, but I think like a lot of things that people and artists do in history, it gets overlooked. So I feel like right now I'm working on like a movie, like a series type thing. So I'm gonna give it like 4 or 5 episodes, and it's gonna be like a movie about my life from starting to where I'm at now.
And are you scripting that yourself? Or are you working with people to kind of develop it? Yeah, you're right, man. It's been a long journey, but in a very short amount of time. Now's the time to work like you're working, right? Now's the time to tee it up.
No, sure. I want to try to keep up with the majors. I want to try to keep up with the major labels, as in putting out product. I want to try to put out 3 to 4 albums per artist this year.
It's productive. It's productivity for sure. Yeah.
Majors put out like 20 to 15 albums. You know what I'm saying? A weekend.
Yeah, exactly. Lucky 7 will take it. What was the name of the new album again? What did you say it was going to be called?
I ain't got it yet. But I got. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you. I'll hit you on
You
the
can't
text.
slide one.
I'll hit you.
I know you will, but you know, there's a little bit of you listen to anybody. You can't slide one past Rich Forever CEO right here, man. Rich the Kid, good to see you, bro. And stay safe, stay well, man. Enjoy the growth, and looking forward to the music and wisdom when it comes, man. Thanks for reaching out to me. I always appreciate it. Always here for you.
Sure, love, bro.